Welcome to True Life Successful Women. Today we have a special program for you talking about the traditional roles of women. Throughout history, women have made significant contributions and changes to the traditional role of a woman. We no longer see, or it's becoming normal to see, both parents working and bringing in income. We no longer see women as under the control of their husbands or only being active in household chores or raising the children. And this is what we prefer. Women have so many different ambitions, and now we're able to pursue them. We're about to meet three very special and influential women who have successfully reached their high ambitions. Now, they're not like your average women, and they are involved in some unusual things. But this only goes to show you that there's nothing a woman can't do. First, I'd like to introduce Madam Curie, Staceyann, and Sergeant Jill Stevens. So, ladies, tell us about yourself.
My name is Staceyann. I'm half black, half Chinese. Y'all always have to start with that because people be turning their head, looking all kind of ways, trying to figure out if black or mixed or light skin. What do I do? I think it's crazy how people ask that. I mean, I wash, eat, sleep, don't you? I mean, what do you do? But for the sake of these young ones, I'm a poet, an author, a lyricist, and a lesbian.
Jill?
Hello, my name is Sergeant Jill Stevens. I am in the Utah National Guard as well as Miss Utah 2007. I'm Curie. I was born in Poland in 1867, and I won 2 Nobel Prizes for discovering the elements radium and polonium. And I was also the first woman to be awarded a Nobel Prize.
So growing up, what was one thing as a woman you thought you would do, or one thing that people expected you to do? Madam Curie?
Well, both of my parents were professors, so I was always encouraged to pursue my education. And as long as I also got married, because that was expected of women at the time. And so yeah, I became a man, but I did engineering and supporting my scientific goals.
Good. And Jill?
In our society, it's expected for women to have jobs that are less favored men, in terms that women should have jobs that are under men. So of course, being a secretary or teacher or even being a stay-at-home mom is expected by my family.
Did you ever have any secret ambitions that you were afraid to pursue?
Of course, I consider being in the Utah National or the National Guard as being really scary to accomplish because you don't really know what to expect from your family saying that you want to be in a predominant male field. As well as being Miss Utah 2007 was scary. To put myself out there and show the world who I was very scary.
And Staceyann, same question?
Well, it's a little funny story. See, the man who my mother said was my father, who said he wasn't my father, supported my dreams and ambitions. You see, in Jamaica, you have to pay for school, and you have to pay for taxi fee to go there, not just college, but high school. And this guy knew that I wanted an education. He knew that I worked hard, and he supported me in it.
Good. So, Jill, why did you decide to do what you do? Like, why did you think it was important devoting your life to?
Of course, we all know that in order to keep our country the way it is, it's sacred. Someone has to work for it. So, of course, that's something I always wanted to do. And as well, I'm very athletic, so luckily that went hand in hand together.
Nice.
It wasn't a hard choice to make.
How did you get to where you are today, Staceyann?
Well, let me tell you. I always listen to what people say. And whether I believe what they said or not was another story. Yeah, I always listen.
Same question?
Well, when I was studying languages in Paris, I met the man who would become my husband, Curie. And he and I spent a lot of time in the lab together, and he helped me in my discovery of radioactivity and polonium. And because he was a man, he was able to gain authority in a lab, which allowed me to have the same privileges because he regarded me as an equal.
What did people around you say and think? Jill, we'll start with you.
Of course, a lot of people just urged me to reconsider my decision and join the
and guard. As well, when I decided to run for Miss Utah, people were wondering why I was doing it, and maybe it was too much of a dream to succeed. But luckily, I went for it.
And I'm sure, Staceyann, that people had a lot of different opinions about what you had to do. So could you tell us about that? And also, I've been hearing some things about the F word. So if you could discuss that too, that would be nice.
No problem. Well, in Jamaica, people, even my aunt, called me everything in the book. I mean, you name it, from spoiled to whatever. But it didn't matter to me because I didn't care what people wanted to hear. Whatever I felt like saying, I would say it, regardless if people wanted to hear it. And in college, I took women's studies courses and gender studies courses, and I mean, it helped me build who I am. And about this feminism, it's another word that grew to define me. I'm also going to tell you that I almost lost my life, so people talk trash, and it was bad. Okay, that's another story. But feminism is a word that grew to define me. At first I thought it was a white girl's thing, honestly, not gonna lie. But I realized that it's a word that was not only a race or skin color or ethnicity, but a really strong, powerful word.
Good point. So do you still have any goals that you wish to achieve? And Madam Curie, sorry, but she can't answer it. She's no longer with us now.
Well, I want to go down in history in a chapter marked miscellaneous because the writers could find no other way to define me. I want to erase the straight line so that I could be me.
Nicely put. So what's the most important advice you could give to young people?
I think it's that your dreams are worth working for, even if obstacles stand in your way.
If you believe in yourself, you can accomplish anything. And wise words from my friend Lady Gaga. Just dance.
Thank you. Well, everyone, I hope you enjoyed these in-depth interviews of
3 lives.
3 people.
And 3 stories of individual success.
So whether or not you decide to fight for your country like Jill, speak your mind like Staceyann, or dive into science like Madam Curie,
Remember that
You are you. That is truer than true. There is no one alive who is youer than you.
Thank you.
How many phones went off?
3?